government's action. It was discriminatory. What you may not know, I may not have told you, is after the lawsuit was filed and Joy was down with you, while they were down at the rally, Michael, you and Joy, apparently a DEA officer came out when they found out about the lawsuit. They'd handed out copies of the lawsuit. DEA officer comes out with some state officials, some state officers as well. And then they call Michael a dumbass. They stay real close to Joy and Michael the whole time the protest is going on. We'll call this retaliatory behavior in violation of the First Amendment. But after that, Joy was driving home and the officers pulled her over and they took her to jail. Okay? They claimed that she had been intoxicated on cannabis for driving, which you said you hadn't used cannabis for 13 hours or something. She was not intoxicated on cannabis. They don't even know how to test if you are intoxicated on cannabis. They don't even know the effects. Colorado's just starting that now. They're just starting that whole process right now. So all these posters and things, I don't know if they're there. Those laws are arbitrary and capricious. But they didn't stop her for that. They stopped her because she was involved and is involved in filing a lawsuit against the government, and that's retaliatory. And that's what the government does. Luckily, you have people like Joy, people like Marla. There's many others that I could name, so if I don't find those people to stand up against bad government behavior. But the government's behavior here is what they try to do every time, is use their power to force you into a mode of compliance. And that's wrong. So we're going to file tomorrow morning on the ECF here with Michael an application for a temporary restraining order ex parte, so more rapidly than the lawsuit is asking for, because of this retaliatory behavior, and seek an order from the court that will stop the retaliatory actions and order return of the marijuana that the Postal Service has taken, as well as prohibit the government from future takings of medical marijuana of sacramental marijuana that is used by the church. It's still medical marijuana too, okay? So the church uses it for healing purposes. And that's what we're doing on this case. It's important. If the district court issues an opinion, which it will, that'll be published. Usually that's put on LexisNexis, their opinion. It's not precedential, but it's something we can use as persuasive argument. But ultimately the government might take it to the Ninth Circuit. The Obama administration might not, but if they do, then you have an opinion, and I think there's a very high chance that you'll win on the case. 90% level. Joy, would you like to say something to the group? Please do, Joy.
I believe that this church is very important as far as protecting all of our rights individually, because they will only allow us that ability to do that collectively. I'm very upset that they've interfered in the way that they have, because the patient member that I was trying to help has been greatly suffering. Her faith has been broken when they seized that package, which ultimately led to her signing a DNR, and she's now crashed towards sepsis levels at least 3 or 4 times. She has been beating esophagus cancer. She felt that cannabis and that the church's ability to provide her with that medicine was going to be her ace in the hole. And she's barely 50 years old. Her grandson, who is also a member of my church, only knowing her as the only mother he ever had, watching this happen to her, has attempted suicide and been hospitalized because he doesn't know what to do, because his grandmother taught him to have faith in the church, that God would provide, and I don't understand why they continue to take that right away from us, but it's got to stop. And I believe that Matt and Michael Rose, and we're building a team that's going to make sure it stops so that no more people suffer as fast as we can. I think that he's going to prove to be a real warrior in this, and I hope that the church gets the protection for everybody that he
Well, Joy, look,
needs.
we have this bomb right here. Bomb in the war. What is this? Is that like the H-bomb with the marijuana? I'm sorry, I just had to say that because I noticed that little thing, and we need to bring that to everybody's attention. Go on, sorry.
I think you pretty much have summarized that, Oklevueha Native American Church is one of the only churches that has the right to make this stand more, above and beyond because of the misverbiage and misconcepts of what we are as native-born Americans. They're taking our rights individually, they're trampling us, people are suffering and dying every day that don't need to be. And I think that this church is what Jack talked about as being the umbrella of protection of our rights and our ability to heal ourselves with natural medicine. I think it needs to be preserved, and I'm willing to do whatever that takes, at whatever expense to me that takes, because we need to stop the sickness and we need to heal our people. And there's no safer or better medicine than Creator's medicine for that.
Yay.
So I'm really proud of everybody out here. We're getting the legal team together. Remember, we're making the stand. But at the same time, we're going forward, and we're not going to allow the members to be victimized anymore. And my confidence is 100% plus in Matthew Pappas. And hopefully Michael Rose will stick with us long-term here in Oregon as well, because we have a lot of members up here that are needing counsel that are willing to step up and do what needs to be done, get this issue solved, and get the government out of our business and out of our personal health issues. That's about all I can think of to say. And I'm proud of everybody that came here, and hopefully you guys will stand with us to the end.
Great job.